Hi everyone, I'm back with another video, and today we're talking about transitive and intransitive verbs. And if you find this video helpful, remember to thumbs up and subscribe for more. I know you forgot the last time. So let's get into it. Transitive verbs. Transitive verbs have a direct object. To find the object in the sentence, you want to ask yourself who or what receives the action. So here are some examples of transitive verbs. Remember, if it's transitive, there should be a direct object. Ask yourself who or what after the verb. So the first sentence says, I climbed the stairs carefully. Climbed is the action verb, but climbed what? The stairs. Since climbed has a direct object, which is the stairs, it is described as a transitive verb in this sentence. In our second sentence, Farmer Joe harvested corn from his garden. We have the verb, the action verb, which is harvested. Harvested what? The answer, corn. This describes a direct object. So harvested is a transitive verb. It has that direct object. Our third sentence says, Alan gave Tom one of his pencils. Alan gave Tom one of his pencils. Gave who? Gave Tom. Therefore, gave in this sentence is transitive. It's a transitive verb. I think you all are starting to get the hang of it now. Sarah and Randy painted the wall yesterday. Our verb is painted, and we ask ourselves, painted what? The answer, the wall. Another transitive verb. And our fifth sentence, Daddy fed the baby his milk. Fed who? He fed the baby. So another transitive verb. They all have direct objects. And remember, to find a direct object, you ask yourself who or what is doing the action. Now, some verbs can be used transitively or intransitively. It all depends on how the verb is used in the sentence. So you have to see how the verb is being used in the sentence. If it has a direct object, it is transitive. And remember the questions that you ask yourself, who or what? Now, we move on to intransitive verbs. There are verbs that have no direct object. They answer a particular question. They tell us how, when, where, why, or to what extent. So let's look at some examples to help you understand. Rover, my dog is barking loudly. Rover, my dog is barking loudly. Is barking is the action verb. Okay, let's ask our questions. Is barking who? No answer. Is barking what? Still no answer. Since we have no answers to our first questions, we know that these verbs do not have what? Direct objects. And they are therefore considered intransitive verbs. Loudly is telling us how the dog was barking. Remember, the intransitive verbs are going to answer questions for us. This one is telling us how the dog was barking. In sentence 2, I can ask the question, walked who? Walked who? We have no answer. Walked what? Still no answer. The phrase near the park tells us where they walked. Therefore, walked in this sentence is intransitive. Remember, transitive verbs, we ask the questions who or what. Intransitive verbs, however, they are going to tell of how, when, where, why, or to what extent. So let's practice. Are these verbs intransitive or transitive? Kathy slept on the comfortable couch. The action verb in this sentence is slept. So we ask ourselves, slept who? No answer. Slept what? We have no answers to these questions. So these verbs must be intransitive. But what is it telling us exactly? It tells us where she slept. Where did Kathy sleep? She slept on the couch. Our second sentence says, Roger hit the ball over the fence. Hit the ball over the fence. So let's ask our questions. Hit what? Hit the ball. We have an answer. There's a direct object. So we know that that verb is transitive. We have a direct object. Third sentence. We ride our bikes every day in the park. Questions. Ride what? Our bikes. There's a direct object. We have another transitive verb. The breeze blew gently across the pasture. Look at our action verb. Blew what? No answer. Blew who? That rhymes. But we have no answer. This verb is therefore intransitive since it tells us how the breeze blew. Remember, our intransitive verbs will tell of how, when, where, why, or to what extent. Our next sentence says, the grapes tasted delicious, so I bought some more. Our action verb, tasted. Tasted what? Tasted who? Again, we have no answers. So our verb is intransitive. This sentence is telling us how the grapes tasted. Okay, this time you're on your own. Pause the video and see if you can tell whether the action verbs are transitive or intransitive. Remember our guidelines that we used with the previous set of sentences. So pause and we'll be right back. And we're back. Let me know in the comments section how many you got right. I do have some homework for you. Use each verb below in two different sentences. In the first sentence, use it as a transitive verb. And in the second sentence, use the same verb as an intransitive verb. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you. And remember, thumbs up and subscribe. Bye.